Abarigani, my beautiful, brave Indugos Nadadas. This is your brother, your elder, General Abu Amin Ra. My brothers and sisters, I'd like to speak to you just a few minutes on what we really need today. We are a nation within a nation now, because you see, a nation is based on land, and we do not control any land anywhere. So listen, my brothers and sisters. Our first priority must be land. Capital L, capital A, capital N, capital D. Land. Land is where you get your riches from the resources in the land, the plants, and other important merchandise. So we need land, my brothers and sisters, here in the United States of America. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad spoke many years ago that we need some land we could call our own. And my brothers and sisters, I agree with him 101%, because he's absolutely correct. We are in dire need of some land we can call our own. The best we can say for ourselves right now is we are a pseudo-nation within a nation. So listen, we deserve some land of our own. The United States government itself owes us land. We were promised that after slavery, by Sherman and his group, that we would be provided 40 acres and a mule. Did we get it? Of course not. We even asked for reparations. Did we get it? Of course not. Yet they paid other people reparations. So why don't they want to pay us reparations? My brothers and sisters, they're fearful of us. They are fearful for what we may do in our quest for retribution. My brothers, they are way off key. Listen, let me tell you how we can get some land. If more of our people from the north, or a big percentage of them, migrated back to the south, you know what I'm talking about, South Carolina, Georgia, Florida, Alabama, Louisiana, and Mississippi. These lands already belong to us. Think about it now. These are the lands our forefathers and mothers toiled from sunup to sundown every day of the week to expand the coffers of the slave masters. Now listen, my brothers and sisters. Think about this. Our forefathers' sweat has enriched this land. Our forefathers' blood has helped to fertilize this land. Our ancestors' flesh has fertilized this land. Then again, our ancestors' bodies have fertilized this land. This land we worked for over 450, 60 years, rightfully belong to us. All we have to do is migrate back to those states I mentioned, South Carolina, Georgia, Florida, Alabama, Mississippi, and Louisiana. And once we have the large population here, we take over the government. Once we have succeeded in taking over the government, we secede from the nation of the United States of America. And then we go before the UN and declare our sovereignty and come back and invite the West Indians to come on in, the Jamaicans, the Haitians, Ghanaians, anybody of African ancestry from the Caribbean islands. Then, my brother, we must build an army, which I think we already have in existence. I think they're called the Black Militia, to defend our country. Then we must align with someone who would provide us with weapons of defense to defend our borders and our sovereign land. It won't be an easy job, but it's moving in the right direction we should be moving in if we are to be a liberated and a respectful people in the world and called the New Africans. It has been suggested by others many years before us, before me rather, and also by those in an organization I joined early in my life, maybe, 40 years ago, the Republic of New Africa. Listen, my brothers and sisters, we can do it. If you can dream it, we can make it a reality. I know this because we are blessed with that carbon called melanin. All we have to do is apply this universal mind we have and figure out how to do it, when to do it. And listen, my brothers, set a date when to do it and how to do it. Am I making sense to you? Or does it sound like I'm talking gibberish? Think about it, my brothers and sisters. All we have to do is demand the land once we get there. And if they want to give it up, if we become a majority, we take over the land. That is South Carolina, Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, and Florida. Do you hear me? Do you really hear me? If you hear me, click on the button below. Salute me, but first salute yourself because you deserve it. If you understand what I'm saying, and if you are for what I am saying, and if you will dedicate yourself to doing what I suggest, which is the right thing. We need our own sovereign land. We need reparations. See, there was reparations. Reparation can be land, money, or any other asset, resources. We want land and we want cash. But the only way we're going to get it, my brothers and sisters, is we must demand it with an understanding that with a demand, when it's rejected, there is a severe consequence. Do you understand what I'm saying? If you understand, I say, Hotep to you. And may the Almighty gods be with us, who is our ancestors, as we travel this road to liberation and our own sovereign land. Peace and Hotep to you, my Induga Na Dada.